When people ask me what really changed my life 8 years ago, I do not tell them it was a new job, a lucky opportunity, or a large amount of money. I tell them that the greatest change happened inside me. The most important decision I ever made was changing what I demanded of myself. That single decision changed the direction of my life more than anything else. Before that moment, I accepted many things that slowly held me back. I accepted excuses. I accepted fear. I accepted procrastination. I accepted negative thinking. I accepted spending money carelessly instead of saving or investing. I accepted wasting time on people and activities that added no value to my future. I did not realize that every time I accepted these habits, I was also accepting the life they created. One evening, I took a notebook and began writing. I wrote down everything I would no longer accept in my life. It was not a long list filled with complicated words. It was simple and honest. I would no longer accept giving up when life became difficult. I would no longer accept blaming other people for my problems. I would no longer accept making promises to myself and then breaking them. I would no longer accept living without clear goals. That list became a turning point. It was more than writing words on paper. It was a promise to myself. Every day after that, I measured my actions against the standards I had written. If my actions did not match my standards, I knew exactly what needed to change. I also wrote another list. This one was about the person I wanted to become. I wanted to become disciplined. I wanted to become honest with myself. I wanted to become financially responsible. I wanted to become someone who kept learning. I wanted to become someone who encouraged others instead of criticizing them. Most importantly, I wanted to become someone who could be trusted, even when nobody was watching. Many people think success begins with setting goals. Goals are important, but they are only part of the journey. Real change begins when your personal standards become higher than your excuses. When you decide that certain behaviors are no longer acceptable, your daily choices begin to change. Research on personal development consistently shows that lasting improvement is built through self-awareness, consistent habits, and clear personal standards rather than motivation alone. The interesting thing is that nothing around me changed immediately. My bank account did not suddenly grow. My work did not suddenly become easier. Life still presented challenges. The difference was that I responded differently. Instead of complaining, I searched for solutions. Instead of waiting for motivation, I took action. Instead of expecting perfect conditions, I worked with what I had. For example, if I earned only Kenya shillings 10,000 in a month, I stopped saying it was impossible to save money. Instead, I challenged myself to save even Kenya shillings 500. If I wanted to start a business but only had Kenya shillings 5,000, I looked for a business that matched my budget instead of waiting until I had Kenya shillings 100,000. My standards became stronger than my circumstances. This mindset also changed how I spent my time. I realized that every hour is valuable. Watching endless videos, gossiping, or scrolling through social media for hours would never help me become the person I wanted to be. That did not mean I could never relax or have fun. It simply meant I became intentional about how I used my time. Every day became an opportunity to move one step closer to my future. Changing my standards also changed the people I spent time with. I looked for friends who encouraged growth instead of excuses. I spent more time listening to people who had achieved what I wanted to achieve. Their advice challenged me to think differently. Their discipline inspired me to become more disciplined myself. One lesson became very clear. Nobody can raise your standards for you. Your family can encourage you. Your friends can support you. A mentor can guide you. But only you can decide what you will and will not accept in your own life. That decision belongs to you alone. There were days when I failed. Some mornings I woke up without energy. Some plans did not work. Some opportunities disappeared. However, I refused to return to the old standards I had left behind. Failure became a lesson instead of a reason to quit. Every mistake taught me something that made me stronger. I also discovered that raising your standards is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming better than you were yesterday. Small improvements repeated every day create remarkable results over time. Reading a few pages every day, saving a small amount every month, learning one new skill each year, and treating people with kindness may seem like small actions, but together they build a completely different life. Many people wait for a big opportunity to transform their lives. They believe everything will change when they find a better job, receive more money, or meet the right person. While these things can help, they rarely create lasting change by themselves. Lasting change begins when you change what you expect from yourself every single day. Ask yourself a few honest questions. What habits are you still accepting that you should have rejected long ago? What fears continue to control your decisions? What dreams have you delayed because you believe you are not ready? What kind of person do you truly want to become? Take a notebook today. Write down everything you will no longer tolerate in your life. Be honest, then write down the qualities you want to develop. Read those lists often. Let them guide your decisions. Your future will not be determined only by what you hope for. It will be shaped by what you consistently demand of yourself. Looking back after 8 years, I can confidently say that changing my standards changed my life. It changed my habits, my thinking, my relationships, my finances, and my confidence. The journey is still continuing because growth never truly ends. If you want your life to look different in the coming years, do not begin by asking what the world owes you. Begin by asking what you expect from yourself. The standards you choose today will quietly build the life you live tomorrow.